Have you ever wondered if there's an animal out there that can actually outrun a car on the highway? Well, welcome to Just Some Graphs. We are absolutely thrilled to have you joining us today.
Wait, no way? Faster than a car? That's just wild. What kind of animal can do that? It's the amazing cheetah. And today, we're going to learn all about this super cool big cat. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll meet the cheetah and see where it lives. Then we'll find out what it eats and explore its daily habits. After that, we'll dive into some amazing facts and finish up with our big 3 cheetah words.
All right, Section 1, Meet the Cheetah. Let's get to know the basic identity of this beautiful, speedy animal.
You know, every animal has a regular, common name, but also a special science name. The common name is, of course, the cheetah, but its scientific name is Acinonyx jubatus. Let's try saying that super slowly together. A-sin-o-nyx, jubatus.
Acinonyx jubatus. Wow, that totally sounds like a magic spell.
You nailed it. Now, a cheetah is a type of animal called a mammal, and they usually weigh somewhere between 75 and 125 pounds.
Hold on a second. What exactly is a mammal?
Oh, that's a really great question. Basically, a mammal is an animal that has hair or fur, and they drink milk from their moms when they're tiny babies. And to kind of picture that weight in your head, a full-grown cheetah weighs about the same as a large pet dog. Moving right along to Section 2, where cheetahs live, the habitat. Let's explore exactly where in the world we can find these amazing cats.
Wait, hold up. I see a big word there. What does habitat mean?
Oh, right. A habitat is simply the natural home of an animal. That's a big, important word, so let's think about it for a second. A habitat is the specific place where an animal lives, where it finds its food, and basically where it feels completely safe.
So you'll mostly find cheetah habitats over on the continent of Africa. There's also a very, very small number of them living in a country called Iran. As for the climate and the landscape they like, cheetahs absolutely love grassy plains and open savannas. They really need those wide, open spaces, so they have plenty of room to run around. They definitely don't like dark, dense forests because, well, you can't exactly sprint if you're bumping into trees all the time.
Okay, on to Section 3. What cheetahs eat? Their diet. Host 2, are you ready to find out what fuels all that speed?
Oh, I'm so ready. What on earth do they eat to get that kind of super speed energy?
Well, to answer that, we've got to learn another big word. Cheetahs are carnivores.
Wait, carnivore?
Doesn't that mean they are an animal that only eats meat? You hit the nail right on the head. A carnivore is a meat eater. Let's remember that word. It means they don't snack on plants or leaves, they strictly eat meat to survive. Because they're carnivores, their absolute favorite foods are smaller, really fast animals. They just love gazelles, impalas, and hares, which are kind of like big, wild rabbits. And here's something super cool about how they actually hunt. While a lot of animals use a really strong sense of smell to sniff out their dinner, cheetahs rely on their incredible eyesight. They'll climb right up on top of hills or even into trees and use those big, sharp eyes to spot their food from super far away.
Now for Section 4, daily cheetah life, their habits and behavior. Let's talk about what a cheetah actually does all day long. Do they sleep all day and then stay awake all night long, kind of like leopards or owls do?
Actually, no. Cheetahs are diurnal.
Hang on, diurnal? What does that mean?
Diurnal means they are awake and active during the daytime. Think about that word for a moment. It just means they do all their hunting while the sun is up, and then they go to sleep at night, exactly like you and me.
Now, during the day, the boy cheetahs and the girl cheetahs actually live very differently. The female cheetahs, the moms, live mostly by themselves. This is super important because it helps them stay quiet and safely raise their tiny baby cubs. But the male cheetahs, mostly brothers, they actually stick together in a group called a coalition. They hang out together to protect one another and help each other hunt for food.
All right, here we go. Section 5, amazing cheetah facts. We're talking super speed and claws.
Yay, I've been waiting for this part of the explainer. Hit me with those amazing facts.
Get ready. Fact number 1. The cheetah is literally the fastest land animal on the entire planet. They can run over 110 kilometers per hour. To put that into perspective, that's over 70 miles per hour.
No way! I mean, I knew they were fast, but I didn't know they could run that fast. That really is faster than a lot of cars on the road.
It absolutely is. Okay,
Fact number 2. They have this long, flat tail that swings from side to side to help them steer when they're sprinting fast, kind of like how a rudder steers a boat. And fact number 3. Their sharp claws actually do not hide inside their paws.
Take a look at these special gripping claws on the screen. Now, regular house cats can pull their claws in and hide them, but a cheetah's claws, they're always sticking right out. They use them to really grip the hard dirt. It works exactly like the sharp little spikes on a runner's track shoes. It helps them turn tight corners super fast without slipping and sliding all over the place.
Well, we've learned so much today. Let's move to Section 6, Big 3 Cheetah Words. It's time to summarize and wrap up our explainer by remembering the 3 most important vocabulary words of the day.
Oh, I've got this. Number 1 is mammal, which means an animal with fur that drinks milk as a tiny baby. Number 2 is carnivore, which means an animal that only eats meat. And number 3 is diurnal, which means they're awake and active during the day.
Spot on. You did an absolutely fantastic job remembering all those big words.
So if you loved learning all about the wonderful cheetah today, please go ahead and like this explainer and hit that subscribe button for Jossum Crafts. Thank you so much for being such great listeners and learning along with us. We should also mention that this explainer was made with a little help from AI.
And remember, guys, AI can sometimes make mistakes. So always keep exploring, keep learning, and make sure to double-check those science facts.
Absolutely. Now, before we let you go, here's one final question for you to ponder. If the cheetah is the undisputed king of speed on land, what do you think is the fastest animal down in the ocean? Think about that, and we'll see you next time.